Hello! Welcome! Welcome to Drakenmemoria. For those of you wondering what this is, well, it's Dungeons and Dragons, or more specifically, a group of people playing Dungeons and Dragons. So if this is not something you want to watch, well, depending on where you are watching this from, either to the right or the left, there are suggestions. I freely encourage you to follow one of those. But if you actually want to watch Dungeons and Dragons tonight, and even more if you want to watch us playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight, well, take a seat, make yourself comfortable, because we're going to start. Like I've been saying for the last few episodes, small channel, so that's about as far as the promotion goes. If you like the sound of the fire, ambient music, ambient mixer, there's information below to make your own ambience, to find ambience made by other people. It only costs something when you download it. And that's about it. Probably Chaotic Calling joining us later on. As you can see, one player is slightly late. Don't worry, he's supposed to just be late. Not like the other player late last time. He's really supposed to be here in a few minutes. But yeah, that's about all the promotion there are. Like I keep saying, now imagine there's a nice introduction with a lot of beautiful animation, a little bit of music. Then everything fades back to the players watching you. I said the player watching the... Yeah, nice. Good. And here we go for the beginning of the episode. Alright, so last episode. The party attended the performance of the Silver Tongue Bard. Which they learn was named Skahadren. A silverborn, dragonborn, silver heritage bard. The party listened to the entire evening, a beautiful musical performance, followed by a performance for the children who are going to bed a bit earlier than anyone else. And then for those who stayed, a story about a group of adventurers helping a noble woman to go back to the city where she lives, accompanied by guards to protect her. She enlists the help of the heroes of the story to guide her back to safety through a forest, then a cave, then a marsh, or swamp, depending on your point of view, and then back to the city. The adventurers, our party, decided that it was a very nice story, but it was time to go to bed. They all went to bed, and when they woke up, they found themselves in the story. For Jorg and Tobiyashi, the experience is a bit more complicated, as the reality of the dream keeps pushing itself on them, making everything feels a lot more confusing than it would normally be, having those moments of the other world coming back to their mind, remembering what they did, and then sometime this world being the one, the dream world, being the one where the reality is the most convincing. For Audience and Fisher, however, they were able to find a few things which helped them keep a grasp on the fact that this is not... This is some sort of a dream. But reality keeps... The universe in which they are keeps pushing back on them, making things slightly confusing, but as I've described, they managed to find a few things which are unmistakable for them. small elements like the way the grass smells or how the dirt falls between their fingers. So, oh, okay, yeah, that's not how it's supposed to be. For Remy, however, being a Kenku and having a mind that works completely different than everyone else, the reality can push as hard as it wants on its head. The simple fact that images are flowing fluidly and it's images that he's never seen before makes it extremely obvious for Remy that this is more than a dream. This is actually happening. On what level of reality this is unclear. Is it really the past? An alternate universe? A demi-plane that crosses with the plane of dreams? Not sure, but nevertheless, it is obvious. It is a reality. With all that it implies. So, the party did its best to try and confront the first few challenges of this, finding themselves in the interesting place of being able to meta what was happening without falling out of context. And so they were able to avoid some of the pitfalls that were coming, but still having to face a few problems. One being, the reality is not exactly as described by the story of the bard. A few elements are lacking in details. For example, which road is the exact perfect one to avoid everything, as Remy's familiar figured that out on its own. But half a day passed. They managed to avoid their party and the 50 or so guard following them to fall into a trap, and most likely having part of their troops killed, as they know, because of the story, they'll need them at the end of all of this. But now, Remy found a group of enemy following their tracks. And the party has decided to take care of the enemy before everything goes bad and they're discovered and they have to start running and screaming and, the whole things. And so basically...
Yeah, the bard didn't talk about us having to kill that guard either.
No, but you talked about it a lot.
It's something that definitely Tomihashi had brought up numerous times.
It's just a feeling,
Yeah, no, and you definitely shared it with everyone in a very audible way. So we'll see what happens with that when you come back from your raid on the enemy following you. And so this is where we left off, with the possibility of a guard being infected by the enemy, the party moving away from the group, trying to intercept this group of enemy following them, and hopefully Jorg arriving in the next few minutes. And so this...
I think I heard him.
Oh, good.
So...
It's the dream reality, he's just really confused by this right now, and you think he's chasing a squirrel, but he's actually not. Okay, so this is where you are. You were just starting to find the enemy, I believe. You just agreed on that and had just left the group when you were about to do this. We're going to remove the campfire because you're not actually around the campfire right now. This was more for the beginning of the stream. Might be combat music. Yeah, might be, combat music very soon. But we'll see. So, Audience, Tobiyashi, Raimi, and Fisher, you have just and Jorg, you have just left the small army that's surrounding the noble woman, and you are trying to figure out where that enemy is. Fortunately, because Raimi had such a high perception and expertise in the perception feat and a high wisdom modifier to have a even higher bonus. Hello!
Hey, George.
It works! All right.
So how was chasing that squirrel?
Me?
Was it good? Yeah. You
Yeah.
had fun chasing the squirrel?
Yeah,
That's
I let
good,
him
that's
get
good.
away.
Yeah, that's
Wasn't that a good
that's
catch?
okay. We understand. Squirrel needs their freedom also, you know.
Yep.
As a druid, you know that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, like I was saying, you are currently trying to figure out where you are, and thanks to Remy's stupid high passive and active perception skills, you mostly know where you're going. So, how do you want to take that? Did you all make a stealth roll just before?
We did.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was good but me.
Yeah.
that corresponds to what to the note I took. Okay. So, as you are slowly making your way toward the group, well, of course, you all feel pretty confident that you are well hidden and you're not making a lot of noise. Well, except for Raimi, who, you know, he loves audience to bits, but right now he'd like to break him up in little bits because he keeps making noise and stepping on things that go in the woods.
So what can you say? It's like sometimes the people you love disappoint you.
So, how do you want to approach your enemy, knowing that audience is about as discreet as an elephant? Well, audience doesn't see it that way, but Remy does.
Well, first off, I'll move away from audience.
What did audience roll?
He rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah. Then I would also notice he's.
Yeah, no, everyone does.
Well, he is still the tank, so I'll stick with him.
Okay, good. Even you, audience, has a high enough passive perception to notice that today is not a good day. You know, you it's just unfamiliar terrain. You just keep making noise.
Actually, you know what? Just because this is always a valid strategy, Remy is going to keep his distance from audience, but he's just going to use the fact that audience is making noise as just a potential ambush point, because why not?
All right. Then in that case,
Yeah, we'll let him attack audience first.
well, in that case, yeah. As you're approaching the enemy, with Remy's guidance, you notice that it's a small group of what looks like 6 humans wearing guards, clothing and weapons. They look slightly distracted as they're moving, except one in the middle that doesn't seem to be too distracted. It even seems to have to be giving directions as to where to go. And as soon as audience arrives in a maybe I don't know, 50 or 100 feet of the
I want you to win.
enemy, they just go, shh. Someone over there. And you see the other 5 guards just go, and everyone's looking in audience's direction, which coincidentally is also Jorg's direction, because he said he stayed with the with an audience.
Gotta make it look like a convincing attack.
One dude's suspicious, but 2.
Yeah.
Depends where you find them, but yeah. So, Fisher and
How
Toad,
far away are they?
about 100 feet.
Okay.
It's forest, so visibility is not that good.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue to sneak like around them, like to get to the back of them if they don't notice me, since
Okay.
they notice the audience more.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna circle around to one side.
Okay, so
Your audience is gonna start pretending to hobble like he's
Also,
injured.
Jujutsu Kaisen is generic
There you
shit.
go.
Alone.
Then what?
Well, not alone. 'cause I can
Yeah,
see his
Jorg,
druid with
Jorg
me.
will get catch on to that and get like under your one arm to help like
Yeah.
There you
support
go.
you.
Yeah.
Did I just hear Jujutsu Kaisen slander? I can't believe it.
I'll be like,
Can't
thank
believe
you.
it.
I'll be like, oh, and I'll say out loud, like pretend not to notice the cards. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, Jorg. Damn, if I hadn't fallen into that rabbit hole and injured my ankle, I don't know how much longer I can keep going.
We just
Goddamn
need-
rabbits.
We just need a little further.
Okay.
We'll eat the rabbit that did that to you. Don't worry.
Yeah. I think that was the problem, is I was chasing it and didn't see its hole until too
Yeah.
late.
You tried to chase the rabbit down the rabbit hole.
I was one of those human-sized rabbits.
Yeah, no, and I remember those.
I'm
Yeah,
also gonna have my greatsword drawn, but that's only because it looks like I'm using it as a crutch in the other hand to help me walk.
I did that once, so I know it works. Okay, don't know why I'm having huge flashback of
Yeah,
playing
cool
World of
partners.
Warcraft with the level 90 rabbits in Mist of Pandaria. That's what you encountered, a level 90 rabbit. Alright. So, as you're arriving like this, yeah, Tobiyashi, Fisher, and Remy, you notice that these weird humans are looking in Jorg and the audience's direction. You see the one in the center of the group just going, they'll be weaker. Spread out. Surround them.
Uh-oh.
And you see them opening up so that it makes sort of a half bowl in the direction where Jorg and audience are.
That's okay, I'll accept their trap. That's actually our trap.
Oh, jeez, Louis.
All
Exception.
get ready to sneak up on one on like the end.
You see
I'll
this.
do the same on the other end.
You see this bowl deploy, and you immediately get the feeling that the one giving the orders is the most intelligent of the group, because as soon as he sees the 5 other spreading out, and one of them just stumbles to the ground, gets back up, and another one just goes right into a tree and starts walking. You see him go,
Get out of here.
In that case, can I go after that dude?
sure.
Audience will keep going, kind of walking towards the group of them, soldiers,
Okay. So,
leaning
Yeah,
on
I'll sneak
George.
up with Fisher on a different one that's next to the one he's attacking.
okay, so this is the one that is the smartest. And audience is arriving here. Alright, so you get the feel. I was trying to make a good ambience with the battle map, but unfortunately, as soon as I tried to put a filter for the light, I kept thinking about poor Remy, who has difficulty seeing the screen. So it's too big.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's right. It's huge.
That's my arms.
Oh.
What? Yeah, he's really
I thought
getting
you
huge.
had that eye surgery or whatever.
Yeah,
Does
you
that
do.
not just fully fix your vision?
It depends on the colors. Okay, well, oh goodness. I wanted to send it to you through our Discord, but unfortunately the image is too big. So you're
Go
gonna...
to RCMCF because
Alright, so-
We'll just see it on the stream.
Yeah,
my
so
W
I'm
is not
sending it
attack,
directly to the
so it's my stun go
stream.
away.
The grid is the same, it's a 16 by 16. I'm currently placing, this is...
Hey, yo, trees and stuff. Let's go.
Whoa!
Yeah, I told you that I was using a new software.
Let's go. It looks good. It looks good.
They currently don't have every single environment, but they do have outside castles, dungeons, and manors. So I'll be doing more and more of this as it's coming out. So when they notice audience's position, this is where they are. And Jorg is next. Fisher is trying to go to the side, I believe. Tobiyashi to the back. And Remy being silent, I believe, to the front. So it's something like a mostly circular position. Doing something a bit like this. You're gonna get the image in a few seconds. And as soon as they give the order, they spread out into a bowl formation. To try and make a trap for audience. That's a bit close. Like this. Alright, so this is the formation when most likely the battle will start. If you want to move a little bit, being in different spot, different position, Remy is at N14, Fisher at G16, Tobiyashi A11, Jorg at L1, and audience at M2. If you want a different position, now is the time to tell me, because we're gonna roll initiative if you want to start doing something.
Got D&D Beyond on my phone because there's a cat on my lap.
Well, what's the cat doing there?
As long as I can get there with 30 feet, I think.
Alright, yeah, I'm in a good position. I'll stay there.
Fisher, you're exactly at 25 feet. Tobiyashi coming from behind. You're the one that's different, that seems to be smarter than everyone else. And Remy, do you want to be somewhere else? You're the only one who didn't say anything. Right now, you're in the lower right corner.
I mean, I think honestly, yeah, like from Remy's position, I think he can pretty much hit anybody that he wants. So I think he's fine where he is.
Well, it's gonna be hard hitting the one at F4 because there's too many enemy in front of him, but
Oh yeah, no, that's like that one. That one will eventually get into a hittable range, but most everybody else is perfectly where they need to be.
all right. Well, in that case, this is the position when they decide to do something about it. So, believing that they are completely hidden, not realizing that half of their group is actually not hidden well, they believe they are surprising audience and Jorg. So, everyone rolled their initiative. We at least need to know what's the
Let's go.
what's everyone's initiative.
23.
Let's start.
Also 23. I also
Oh.
rolled a nat
Wait. No,
Damn.
no. I was looking at yours. Sorry, 22. Because I rolled a
I got
19
12.
plus.
Two.
Yeah, she.
Let's go.
Wait, seriously? Ooh.
What do you think?
George,
I-
12. You
I rolled high in
said.
the stealth check, so I can't also roll high in initiative.
Fisher, you said
Oh,
2.
yeah.
2.
Okay.
Jorg got 12.
12 and Remy.
Rainy also got 12.
12. Tobiashi 22 and the enemy. Oh,
Low.
okay. Well, I don't want to disappoint you, but Fisher is gonna be the last one to go in the initiative.
What?
I mean,
None of them
you know,
got
to be fair, it
negative
was kind
initiative?
of up in the air because zombies, but
Could have rolled a 1. All right. So, well, with no surprise, the first one to go is audience.
Can audience tell that these things seem undead or no? When he looks at them, can he realize that they're kind of they seem undead?
I won the one who won the first.
No, they're not obviously undead. And judging from what you know, there is a chance that it's parasitic in nature. Their
Okay.
zombiness.
So not necessarily. Okay, he will not switch to his mace then immediately, at least.
Oh,
Audience will
it.
cast divine favor.
Okay.
Yeah, as a bonus action. And then I will move. Actually, 10, 15, 20. I will move up to G3.
My God, we needed him to not whip that snipe.
Audience. Okay. Okay, and divine favor does remind me, please.
1d4 radiant.
1d4 radiance. Okay.
G3, not J3.
Oh, sorry.
Where I can hit the guy.
No, it's translation. Sorry.
Yeah, because you also hope he'll suddenly, seem very uninjured as he rushes up to G3, yelling, "For the dragon!" And, he got to let everyone know that this religion exists, in case that does
course.
something in the past.
Yeah.
And he'll try and hit the soldier over at G3. This great sword.
Yeah, you gotta tell the people who are immediately about to die or everybody who already knows.
They need to know. Alright, well, that's a 27 to hit.
That is enough.
He will hit for...
see, this is why audience needs to invest in pamphlets. Just leave the pamphlets on the bodies so that, whether they live or die, somebody else will find the pamphlets.
He will hit for 11 damage, 10 regular, 1 radiant.
Okay.
Drink silver at him.
So we're gonna go like this. Alright.
And then he'll swing again.
Go ahead.
With a 13 to hit.
Unfortunately, that is not enough.
Alright. Did the radiant seem to do more?
Not more, but not less either.
Okay. Good. Alright, so they die not regular. Alright. Alright, and that's my turn.
Okay. Well, unsurprisingly, Tobiashi is the next one.
Let's go. Okay. First, I want to try this really quick. I want to see.
Go.
All right. So I'm gonna get 10 feet from the main guy, right?
Okay, the one giving the orders? Or is it... Okay.
Yeah. So 10 feet away from him, right? And then I am going to use my silks at full length, and I'm going to wrap them around his neck. I want to see if I could grapple him.
Okay.
So is it a contest? Like I'm use wisdom, right? Yeah.
Your wisdom as if it was your strength, and his as he is trying to resist this. Yeah.
Okay. That's a 9.
He is surprisingly strong. You don't know. He just sees it coming.
Wait, do I get advantage for surprising him? No,
unfortunately, he wasn't surprised.
Yeah. That's tragic. Alright.
He manages to shrug off the attempt, and you can feel it with your silk, because you do have some level of perception with your silk. He is deceptively strong.
Oh, okay. Alright. That's cool. Alright. I will use a key point, and Furia blows him.
Then you make
Hopefully
one more
I don't
step?
get infected.
You make one more step?
Yes, I get closer. Yeah, I get closer to him. I'm take one more step, and then Fury blows him. That's a natural 20.
That's enough to hit.
With minimal damage. That's 88 points of damage. For the first attack. Let's go.
Okay.
And then second hit is a not enough to hit. That's a 12.
No, that is not enough to hit.
Okay. And then after that, I am. Do I want to do it? I don't think we're gonna get a rest, so I don't think I should do it.
If I remember correctly, we get a rest after the swamp.
After the swamp, okay, so we
Which
still got a
is
while to go.
after a cave with a big monster in it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
the
the
end
guard.
of the forest.
The story says that the cave is at the beginning of the next day, so you do get a rest at the end of this one, but it's still 4 hours away.
That is true. Well, I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Then in that case, we go down to 12 and 12. Jorg and Remy.
Mine's +2.
What?
My bonus.
He was telling us his dexterity.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to guess who has the higher dexterity
No.
between the two of us. So.
I did not think I was going for.
But no, I'll go ahead and go because why fuck not?
Well, you're just more agile. That's okay.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, since Raimi is still stealth, might as well. I shouldn't have moved for that. Raimi is going to. Yeah, I will briefly move to. I believe that's. Yeah. I'll briefly move to 012. And I will. You know what? It would probably be a good idea to test this while I'm thinking about it for later information.
Okay.
I'm actually going to use my short bow to attack that one.
Which one?
Oh, sorry, the one closest at
Okay.
at N.
And 9.
9.
Good. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna be pissed if this thing is resistant. Because I rolled a natural 20 right off the dot. I'm gonna be so pissed.
Well, go ahead.
Okay. Alright, so I'll roll the arrow damage, because I'm not gonna make the mistake of rolling d4s by accident. Let's see, 6, 10, 14. Now the sneak dice. 17, 20, 22. 27, 31, 33, non-magical piercing.
Okay. You fire at the poor. Well, let's go with what you call them, zombified guards. And he takes the shot right in the back. Let out a really weird, painful scream and just falls to the ground. It was a one-shot kill.
Okay, I am now not pissed that these things are resistant to non-magical damage. Alright. Wait, 1, 2. Alright, then Raimi is going to move over to K15 and hide in that. I want to say it's either a tree or a bush.
I believe it's a maple tree.
Okay, I'm just making sure that it's something that could actually be hidden behind.
Yeah, I wanted to put more trees in this, but beyond a certain point, you're just gonna have trouble figuring out where you are. So let's just say it's a small clearing in the wood, mysteriously. An underwood.
Alright, so for the DM's reference, that's only a 17.
Okay. I believe you said you're hiding again?
Yeah, that's what my...
Okay.
That's why I moved to that tree to take the hide action.
Okay. Okay. And
And I'll wait for Raimi's turn.
Okay. Jorg.
Jorg is going to head up to G1 and then summon a pair of dire wolves.
Okay.
And mark that as cast on probably F and G6. So right next to that guy on G7.
Okay. F. 6, which means it's gonna look something like that. Should update in a moment.
And then, yeah, look at those big guys.
Dire wolves.
Yeah. And Jorg already used his weird familiar thing, the spirit totem. So he will end his turn, and then the direwolves go, and
They
will
roll initiative.
Yeah, they
They
need,
roll
they need to
initiative.
roll their initiative.
right. I will do that for them.
If they roll lower than 12, then they go this round. If they do not, well, they go next round.
Funk. Whoops. No, get out of there. Just one. Roll. They rolled a 13.
That's just the world being mean.
Oh. Oh well.
Honestly, it probably would have been better if you'd like summoned them first rather than just.
Oh, like when me and audience, like before the fight started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could pass as mount, so it could have been
Yeah.
visually okay. Okay, well.
Or summon war horses or something.
Yeah. Well, you can. They're not going to be armored, but I believe it's a low enough CR rating. Okay. Okay, so unfortunately for the wolves, they don't go there. Anything else? Another movement? Scream, dance, cry?
No.
Okay.
Summon the honey badgers.
He will summon the honey badgers. That would have been cool.
Yep,
Yeah, just
Gotta
8
summon
honey
the honey
badgers
badgers.
running around.
exactly. Big
Yeah.
murder.
Yeah.
You just need to summon 8 skunk at one point someday. You just
Yeah.
have to.
Oh man. Oh man.
If I
People, the
was-
smell goes away when they disappear.
I'm not sure it's gonna go away.
Yeah.
You just want to be mean to someone, you summon a skunk in their room. You are
Oh.
a druidic shepherd, so.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, then we go down to 10, the monsters. Alright, so. Very good, very good. Well, one is already being attacked by audience, so he's just gonna return the favor. Stat block is... Alright, no multiple attack, just one. He attacks audience with his spear! Clumsily, as it's a 9.
Good to see my protagonist luck is back.
Plot armor. Who needs AC with your plot armor?
You know, it's annoying. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, I kept saying that judging by the fact that Audience and Remy have technically been on the quest ever since this started, and they've never left the quest, it's one of them that is the hero of the episode of the show, but Audience keeps having plot armor and Remy doesn't. So
The only armor that Raimi gets is the shield spell and uncanny dodge. That's it.
all right, the second one, the one that's right beside the 2 wolves, tries to attack one of the wolves with another 9. Jorg, what is the armor class of the dire wolf?
The dire wolves is 14.
Okay, so it does not manage to hit.
No.
So what are we gonna do? Well,
Kind of just a wall there now.
okay, yeah, Um. Okay. The two others are gonna go flank the one that's there and attack Tobiyashi, as it's the only one visible. And Tobiyashi, one of them attacks you with a 17 and the other one with a 13.
17 is my armor class, 13 doesn't hit.
Alright, so one of them does not hit and the other one does hit. For a 8 points of damage as you take a spear hit. Because they are...
Hey, yo, wait, did he throw it at me?
No. Unfortunately, he did not throw it.
Damn.
He's wielding it just like a guard would, a city guard would, doing his best.
It hits Jorg's magical energy instead of me.
Oh
taking
yeah,
away
that's
my temporary
right.
hit points.
The temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like an after image of me that got stabbed, but not really.
Yeah, there was a blurry thing around you and then hit and... Oh, you're back in focus. Okay. The other one, the one that's smarter, he sort of ignores you. He doesn't move, but he turns toward Jorg audience, the two NPCs, and Tobiyashi, you're the only one who can hear him mumble this and just go, "Cannon fodder." He extends his hand.
Wow.
He extends his hand and look in the direction of all of those nice people and unleashes
Fireball.
exactly.
What?
Wait, seriously?
Yes, absolutely, seriously.
Jinxed it.
Oh.
You jinxed it.
I just saw the look on his eye. I've seen a spellcaster use this before.
Well,
crazy.
he's oddly enough, it's innate spellcasting. So he doesn't chant a whatever. He doesn't use material component. He literally just looked in the direction, extended his hand, and you saw the little bead of energy just go and explode in the middle, hitting Jorg audience, the two dire wolves, and the two parasite zombie.
Yeah.
So, all of you make a dexterity saving throw.
Sonny's getting. Yeah, there he goes.
Jorg, it's time for your plot armor to initiate.
Yeah.
Jorg, one of your dire wolves gets +2 to his save.
Oh, sweet. All right. So
probably
first
does that
me
smite, so.
with a 8.
I got a 26.
Jorg with, or the wolf with the +2 gets an 8,
Oh,
and the wolf without it gets a 22, a natural 20.
all right.
Well, one
Nice.
of my wolves.
So, Jorg and the dire wolf that didn't succeed in its saving throw. What about them? Oh, ouch. No, okay, nobody succeeded. So the two enemies caught in the fireball, Jorg and one of your dire wolves, all take 24 points of fire damage. Audience and one of the dire wolves take only half of that.
Hey George, did you remember to prepare a certain spell? Or are you taking all of that?
Oh yeah, I'll absorb elements.
Hey,
Let's go.
Woo.
Oh, I brought this
So-
in rank. I'd never heard it.
Yes, I will then take half that and Yep, cool.
Okay.
Now the forest is on fire.
Yeah.
And we made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
This is going perfect.
Well,
Yeah.
fortunately, in 5th edition, the fireball does not explode. It blooms in the fire. It's a fire bloom. So it really just a... And everything that's in there is burning, yes. That is
Is there still
unavoidable.
a zombie in front of me or no?
No, they were completely incinerated. None of them succeeded their saving throw.
Game is over.
Good.
You just...
Audience looked very sadly at his slightly singed skin as he
Listen,
took his
I
1 point
started
of
jungle
damage.
life. I was over before it started.
Alright, well, that's for the enemy. Fisher, you just saw that. The very smart one sacrificed 2 of his. Jorg, did you take the damage for the 2 dire wolves?
Yes.
Are they both still up?
Yep.
Okay.
They have quite a lot of HP.
Okay. So yeah, Fisher.
37.
Is he the light orange one?
Yes, the smartest one is the light orange one.
I think I would like to get to F10 with all of my movement.
Okay.
And I don't really have... Yeah, I won't use it. I will just run up, pull out my greatsword, and start going to town on this dude.
Go ahead.
Kill him! They're distracted on me right now, so...
Yeah, obviously. Although he just threw the fireball that way.
No. They're distracted on. I did enough damage.
Wait,
Don't worry
you
about it.
crit him, right?
Yeah, I crit him with 8 points of damage.
So the pressure means I have advantage, right?
Oh yeah, everyone has advantage on attacking him. Exactly.
No.
So you do have advantage. I forgot to say
Then
Okay.
I will, use Great Weapon Master. Ugh.
that. End this now.
The first one is going to be a 16.
16 is exactly what you need to hit.
Let's go.
Sweet.
Try to roll again for a crit. No, just
Use the one.
So that's 20 slashing damage,
Okay.
and then another Great Weapon Master attack. That'll hit. That's 21.
Okay.
$27 damage. No. Yes. Yeah.
So that's 2 attack you just did, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And then I would like to action surge.
Go ahead.
Also Great Weapon Master. That's cocked. This might... No. Okay. That will hit... That's a... 18 to hit.
That is enough.
I'm gonna pull some of these dice out of my tray. Make it easy. Make it so it doesn't get cocked as much. That's a 6. So 9 plus 16 is 25 damage. And the last one. I think that'll miss. That's 15.
Yes, it does miss. Okay. Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
All right. Well, in that case, go back to the top of the initiative with audience.
Crusher is now ended, right?
It's
until
ends
the-
at the beginning of Toby's.
My turn.
Oh, nice. Alright, well, since everything in front of me is dead. Not dead. The wolves are still there. I'm gonna go
Oh.
5.
Incidentally, could you update the map?
I'm gonna move
The
to
share hasn't moved. Sorry.
F9? Yes,
That's-
F9.
Yeah, no, that'll work.
That's F10. I can't.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
One before that.
Welcome to the party.
I need this plate. I need it.
There you go. Alright, cool. Are we now technically... Well, I guess it
I
doesn't
need
matter.
a
I get
plate.
advantage anyway. And I'm gonna ignore the zombies. Because they seem to be weak and not worthy of my blade. And I'm gonna hit the big guy in the middle who just tossed fire at me.
Okay.
Listen. I'm out of there.
Him?
No, I'm
Not
alive.
with that one, I'm not.
Josh, yeah, kill me.
And... Alright. 20 to 23 hit?
Yes, it is enough.
Alright, I will divine smite him.
Where's my R2?
I'll actually level 2 divine smite him.
Okay.
Oh wait, I do have to
Kill him!
1 second. Sorry, I have to roll this real quick.
We killed one of
Alright, I
them.
did lose my concentration.
Me too.
Alright.
Oh.
And I will do
Divine smooth.
10 plus 11 is 3d8. Plus 15, so 26 damage.
Okay. That one actually seems to have injured him. You've managed to strike high and strong, and blood has started pouring out of your enemy.
All that incites me to attack him again.
Just like a shark. Blood!
With, does a 19 hit?
Yes, it is enough.
I'm the
Alright,
best.
let's see if I get a nat 20.
I'm the best player on the team.
I did it, I got 19. Whatever.
Oh, not good enough.
Alright, and we
Incidentally,
will...
we're talking a really big game.
You know what? No, we'll save a level 2 in case something else. We'll use a level 1 Divine Smite. We will hit him for
I never rocket belt.
13, 14, 15, 16, 2d8, 16, ooh, plus 12. Those are good damage rolls. 16, 26, 28. We'll hit him for 28 damage.
Okay. Nothing else? Movement?
Nope, that was my
Yes,
movement.
alright.
My movement was to get next to him.
Alright, well, Tobiyashi then.
My turn!
Yeah. The enemy looks pretty injured.
We set him up.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do about
I
that?
got this.
I'm gonna use my
Believe in
whip
you.
for the first attack. Woo! That's 18 to hit.
That is enough.
Damage. That's 9 points of damage. And then I'm gonna use Fury of Blows. Oh, another natural 20. That's a 26 to
Oh,
hit.
there you go.
And that's 9 points of damage this time. Let's go. And and then the next hit. That is 21 to hit. The damage for this one is 6 points of damage. And How hurt does he look? Does he look like he's dying now?
He doesn't look like he's dying, but he looks like he's not going to be able to handle another round of this. Of all these damage.
Of all of us attacking?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna end my turn because everyone gets advantage on their next attack on him. So, I did my job. Someone else finish this.
Okay. Okay.
tried.
Then case we go to Jorg and Remy.
No,
No.
because there's somebody else that's one step above us now on the new round.
Wolf.
Oh yeah, that's right. Direwolves have 13.
I just realized I'm muted. Yeah, wolves. They, gotta find my wolf stats, will run up to, the first one will run up to the one on the left. So, like the E8, 9 area. He basically moves to the right
E9.
one. He's the one that's hurt less and will bite that guy for 13.
That's the attack roll.
And even with advantage.
Yeah. Oh, he does get that was the guy he gets advantage on.
Wait,
no.
if you're
They
attacking the
attack
middle guy.
tactics, don't they?
It's if you're attacking the orange one, you get advantage. The other one you don't. It's a normal roll.
He could get in there.
The burnt
Oh,
orange.
because
Yeah.
he's completely surrounded. Yeah, no, sure.
Oh, right. I
Well,
forgot
no,
about
completely
that.
surrounded it, just pack tactics.
Yeah, pack tactics.
Audience is right there. Fisher's
Ooh,
right
does
there.
14 hit.
Oh, buddy.
No.
My gosh.
No.
That was with advantage?
Yeah. I rolled a 7 and an 8.
No, it's not enough.
All right. Then the other one will run around to the right and get under into the the FG 11-12 square, so we can attack the
Okay.
middle one. And then, yeah, that will be also with advantage.
Come on, this wolf has it. I believe in it.
Okay, so this one will be a 16.
That is exactly what you need to hit.
Nice.
Just
One of
jumps
them
out
gets
the
to hit.
flames.
D10. Oh, 2d6 plus 3. For a total of 9 damage, and then it must succeed a DC 13 strength saving throw.
So this is the zombie guard.
Yeah, the big one in the middle.
Oh, the big one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The intelligent one.
Yeah.
You
I think I need to teach your dogs karate.
you said a strength saving throw of how much?
13.
14.
Oh.
10 plus 4.
Alright. Well, that's their turn.
Wait. With your boon, do we have an advantage on strength checks?
No, because we moved too far away from it.
Damn.
Also, that
Yeah.
has nothing
Tragic.
to do with the prone from Direwolf, so.
Yeah, if my direwolf attacks you, then it would help.
Yo, don't get any ideas, okay?
All right. Well, now it is Remy and Jorg's turn.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm really thankful that you didn't knock them prone because I wanted to attack that one. And
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage sucks.
Good
Uh,
point. Although, I guess, yeah.
You have advantage, though.
Yeah, we'll cancel
Like-
out.
Anyway.
For Raimi. Or not Raimi. Toby.
Where are you? Okay, yeah, that's going to be 25 to hit.
That's enough. I was about to say that the enemy's gonna have cover from where you are. but
Yeah, I
that's,
figured as much, but
that's good enough to hit even with cover, so go ahead.
it's really awkward because I should have pulled out 4d6s. All right, so that's gonna be 4, 8. 11, 13, 18 piercing on the smart one.
Okay. 18, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Raimi is going to move to no, excuse me. P12 and hide again.
Okay, so you're basically just changing tree.
I mean, look, I have to justify being able to hide in place again. That's not just like, oh, he's still there. And also, I know better than to get any closer because I'm pretty sure I know what that one's going to do next turn. So I will end as I roll this d20.
Oh, that'd be good.
All right.
That'll be a 21.
Okay. Jorg.
Jorg is going to get up in there. Well, no, not that in there because he's ranged, but like G6.
All right.
And it's not. So yeah, we established that Radiant doesn't do
More.
more, but he's still going to use Sacred Flame because it's higher damage and it's a dex save and they don't look very dexterous. And he's going to use it just on the weak boy on the E9, which is a DC 15 dex save.
DC 16 dex save. So on the intelligent one, you said?
The non-intelligent
The
one.
non-intelligent one. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep picking those guys off.
Does not succeed.
Sweet. So he does the full 7 radiant damage.
Well, he screams, he falls to one knee, but he gets up. He is nearly dead, but not completely dead. Like in Princess Bride, he is mostly dead.
He's mostly dead.
I mean, he's dead, but he's alive.
No, it's when you're dead, then there's only one thing you can do. Look through the guy's pocket. But if he's mostly dead... Alright. Anything else?
No. He doesn't really have any fun bonus actions.
Okay, so that's the...
Sure.
Now to the enemy.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
It's risky, but he wants to survive.
Oh.
So...
It's gonna proc 6 opportunity attacks.
Or he's gonna proc 1, and then no one else gets any because he can't move.
Or he's gonna like teleport.
Or he's gonna teleport.
We'll report everyone in this game.
He's gonna flash. He's gonna flash. He needs to be splashed. Sorry, I played too
Can't
much
show that
Roll
on
today.
Twitch though.
he just become invisible. And
Alright, Stock Fisher.
yeah. So my question is, how do you know you just got an attack of opportunity when someone is trying to leave while they're invisible?
Blindside.
Technically,
Why
you don't
you
get
guys
one
Yos?
because You have to be able to see them to get the opportunity.
No,
attack.
no, I just
But
saw.
also,
Blind
audiences
fighting.
blind to
Yeah.
fighting.
Blind fighting, baby. Blind sight
So,
up to 10
audience
feet.
is the only one who gets an attack of opportunity
And if you send me a
against
yellow,
an
I'm
invisible enemy, but because of blind fighting, he doesn't get this advantage.
And he has advantage.
And I have advantage.
Well, technically, you have disadvantage because he's invisible, and
No,
advantage,
not-
so-
No, that part's- No, that part's outright negated.
yeah. So it's a plain
Well,
roll.
it doesn't matter. I rolled a 23
That is
to hit
enough to
with
hit.
my first roll, so
No.
it doesn't matter.
No, what I was trying to say is that as from the moment that you get advantage and disadvantage, it's just a plain roll, no matter how many
Yeah.
more advantage
No, but
or
the idea
disadvantage you
the
get.
idea is that he wouldn't have disadvantage to begin with,
Yeah.
so there's nothing
Yeah,
to mitigate.
because blind fighting I think takes away disadvantage.
In what? Unless we're using the weird rules of invisibility.
Anyway, it doesn't matter because he takes 12 damage and can't move anywhere.
I found my.
Wait, so I just seen where he attacked. I can attack that area now.
He
Yeah.
can with disadvantage, yes.
Well, they now get to make a concentration save unless it's not a spell.
Uh,
It's an innate spell. So.
And you would
Okay,
use this.
so this is means that. And
I mean, all spells that are, regardless of innate, still have to make concentration saves, but
but he doesn't reappear.
Someone fire him. Someone
Oh,
cover him
audience,
with
why
dust.
you-
audience is
Harder.
like, trust me guys, he's still there.
He's still there, guys. I promise you.
So let me check something with the sentinel feet.
Let me drop kick him.
Uh,
I'll cover him with silk.
sentinel.
Oh. if you're wondering about where they're located, the answer is wherever they tried to leave that provoked the opportunity attack, that's where they are.
We got Mortal.
So they literally went nowhere.
Okay. Now I was wondering if what was the affliction speed of 0. That's the
Yeah, speed
detail
of
that I was
0.
looking for. Okay. In that case, well, you still get the 2 zombie that have a wide variety of target. They feel like they don't have much of a chance with anyone else but Tobiashi, so they're gonna
Let's
attack him
go.
again. With a 21 and a 13.
The 21 hits.
21 hits. For, wow, a staggering damage of 3 piercing damage.
There goes my temporary hit points.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That's all of them. I had 3 left.
Alright.
I'm tanking now. I'm tanking, guys. Don't worry. I got this.
Okay.
Yeah, I've lost my hit points +1.
Okay.
The biggest insult after just getting hurt. Yawning it off.
Did I just get hit?
Okay.
No, fine.
Yeah, that's everything. I was trying to find a last thing I could do, but apparently you can't. Or actually you can, but it's not gonna give me the advantage I wanted. So this means we go to Fisher.
Dope. He is still invisible.
You don't know.
But-
You don't have blind fighting.
I just saw him turn invisible in front of my face.
Audience said he was still there. And I believe Crusher is still up, so that's just a straight roll then.
Should be. You see ki flowing on him, yeah.
Actually, Tobiyashi, you hit him.
It's just a straight roll.
Twice.
That's pretty handy.
I will still use Great Weapon.
Crusher is really good.
It is really good.
If you hit a nat.
Actually, which one of these zombies Jorg almost killed, right?
One to the left.
Yeah, the one on
Yes.
the left.
Okay, then I will fix something real quick.
Are we thinking about green flame blade?
I am. I'm not. I was thinking about something else. I will attack the one on the left first,
Okay.
not using Great Weapon Master. Doesn't matter, that's probably still gonna miss. That's a 13.
That is not enough to hit.
Awkward. Then I'm gonna attack him again. 'Cause
Go ahead.
Good months, baby.
that's an 18 to hit.
That is enough to hit.
Okay. 4. 8, 6, 12 slashing damage.
That is enough to kill.
Sweet.
He only had 3 hit points left. You strike him down.
And then, because of Great Weapon Master, I get to make an attack as a bonus action. And I will try and target the invisible guy with that one.
You believe in audience who says he's still there. And you hit.
I am going to use Great Weapon Master on this one.
Okay.
You got this. I believe in you.
That'll miss. That's a 12.
Damn.
It misses. Audience, he's not there.
No, you just missed fishing.
I see how it is. It's trying to make me look dumb.
All right, Fisher, anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, well, in that case,
All mushed up.
we go back to the top of the initiative with audience. You can.
How hurt is this guy looking?
He's invisible.
I can see him.
How
I
hurt
can see
does
him.
he seem with your non-vision senses?
Yeah.
Can I smell blood?
You, of course, you can smell blood. He is injured enough. No, he's pretty badly injured. You can, because of your blind sight, you can hear him breathing heavily. Bit of panic in the way that he's breathing. You are confident that if you hit him for maximum damage on a second level divine smite and your sword, you might be able to kill him in one shot. If you do maximum damage.
Okay. Well, first I'm just gonna try and hit him.
Okay.
With, I do get advantage because Crusher's still up.
Josh, I'm coming.
That would be a 18 to hit.
Not a very private.
18
Does
is,
18 hit?
18 is enough to hit.
Sorry. Sorry.
All right. I'm gonna
So
hit him for. I'm gonna use a level 1 divine smite.
Okay.
That's 14, 18. Ooh, bad divine smite. 24 damage.
Your blind sight is telling you that he almost fell to one knees, but he got up, and you can hear the blood dripping on the ground, but he's still invisible. Yeah, he's still invisible.
Audience will try and hit him again. With a 26 to hit, he'll definitely hit again. And no crit. So yeah, he'll hit him for 9. And 11, and he will
Graves
use.
Thomas. I love Graves Thomas.
He'll use his last level 1 Divine Smite. Nah, he'll use his level 2 Divine Smite.
It's like, I want this.
He's like,
I mean,
Know
if
that you
this
can
dude
turn
gets
invisible,
away,
say-
that's really
Yeah.
bad.
know that it'll be like, know that you can turn invisible to me, but never to the dragons. I'll hit him for
Alright. How much damage do you do?
do I,
you
know.
watch some Graves top.
Wow, that's still terrible. I do 19 points of damage.
I thought it was like.
Alright, well, the 2 strikes together are enough to finish him off. You hear him fall to the ground. You see him reappear, and also his shape changes as his last breath leaves his body. And he turns from what looks like a city guard to that of a bit stumpy, green toad-like creature.
Yep.
Tasty.
I like.
Fun.
You go to the.
Well, that was gross.
Oh yeah, and yeah, that's right. Because of shape change, he was able to fit in that square, but now that he takes back its shape, Tobiyashi, he slightly pushes you away, also audience and Fisher, as he takes back his normal size.
Oh. Stout in relation to the rest of his body, not
Yes.
shorter than us.
No. It is a large creature. For reference, for those of you who have the monstrous manual, and you want to know, well, what does a large, stumpy, toad-like creature look like? It's a green slot.
A what?
Slot.
Aberration-type creature that can shape change. Well, half of their breed can shape change. Alright. Well, that ends audience's turn as he reverts back into its shape, as most shape changers do when they die. You have that surprise. Anything else you want to do? There's still one zombie thing.
Audience has no more actions, and he assumes that his friends can take out the one remaining weak-looking zombie.
Okay. Then in that case, we go to Tobiyashi.
He'll he's so confident, he'll sheath his sword.
Alright, I am going to attack him with my whip.
Go ahead.
Let's go, buddy boy. That is a 24 to hit.
That is enough.
That is 8 points of damage for the first attack.
Wow, alright.
And then I'm going to follow it up with another whip attack for my bonus action. That is a 21 to hit.
Your bonus action, doesn't it have to be a
Martial weapon?
no, I mean a unarmed strike.
It needs to be the bonus action. The bonus action needs to be a. Well. Oh, yeah, sorry. Did he? What did he attack with first?
My martial weapon, which was my whip.
And then you attacked with an unarmed strike with your bonus action.
Okay, yeah. So unarmed strike. That is natural 20, 26.
Alright, yeah, no, that is good enough to hit.
Bro, 3 3 this whole thing, and that's 10 points of damage
So
for that one.
grand total of 18. Well, it's you almost take him down in a single blow. You see him fall to his knees, look up, slightly disoriented, as all good zombie do, but he's still alive, mostly.
All right. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
I hit 3 now. Whoever, you get advantage if you attack him.
The sad part is that the wolves already do.
Yeah.
I know.
So, and it just so happens that it is the turn of the wolf.
Yeah.
He looks up at me, and then a wolf attacks him.
There's a good chance that if the dire wolf hits, it's gonna kill him. So it's gonna look like he looks at Tobiashi and then the wolf bites off his head. Jorg,
The
go
first
ahead.
wolf will go for him right now. So yeah, it's +5. With advantage is an 18
It is enough to hit.
and 2d6.
So long as you
8
don't.
damage?
That is enough. I was gonna say,
Cool.
so long as you don't get 2 ones, you kill him.
Nice. Yeah, just chomps him right in the head.
Yeah, exactly as I said. He falls to his knee looking at you, Tobiashi looking slightly confused, and then you just see the large head of dire wolf just go and it falls to the ground.
I used all my my protagonist roles for that one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Alright. I go with the
I look at everyone. I'm like, that wasn't so hard.
That wasn't so hard as you look behind you. And there's a huge fire roaring. Where audience
luckily it's
and Jorg were.
Singed beard. My wolves could be a little healthier, but
Do we want to put that out, or do we want to leave it
Drew, I need to get that merc cash out.
I think
because it might
it's like a smoke
mess with
signal.
people trying to follow us?
Yeah.
Because
Smelling?
Well, we can keep it up,
No
and if we
farther,
move
no
as soon
farther.
as we get
Yeah.
back, then they'll think something's right there.
I mean
No,
their
fine.
long rest was almost over, so we should be leaving like any minute, basically.
Yeah,
Is
it took a few minutes to find them, and it's gonna take a few minutes to get back. Yeah, their long rest is mostly gonna be over.
So yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
sure,
just leave
please.
it.
All right. So as you all turn back toward the fire and look at this, it's wow. Nah, we're gonna leave it.
Like an action movie, we have fire behind us as we leave the
Yeah.
area.
I mean,
Fire's
I mean-
happen all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would it potentially, could I potentially make a roll to see if it would be more advantageous to put it out, considering leaving as little evidence of their location as possible might be worth putting it out, but
I'll let you roll an investigation roll, and I'll, depending on how much you roll, I'll give you the details of what you're looking at, and I'll let you
help
decide.
Raimi.
Yeah, sure.
I start
Uh-oh.
walking back to the group.
roll another one. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to double check my. Okay, that's what I thought it was. So that'll be a 28 investigation,
All right.
almost maximum.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fisher.
Got you.
No, it's even more, when you're asking Fisher to help you with investigation, you're actually getting 2 people to help you, so it explains everything. So, looking at all those details, well, this is going to become a more. This could end up being a small fire. So, for the next 10 minutes, it won't give too much of where you are, but for the next 4 hours of walk, you're going to basically say to everyone in the region, we were here when the smoke started to appear. So it could give a point of reference for anyone looking for you to where to start.
But it could make a big firewall and they couldn't get through it.
And also knowing forest fires might come back to bite you in the ass in 2 hours.
Right.
Well,
Then
we can also, with the Bramey's fire hose,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to
wet
get
the
out.
stuff on our side of the fire to prevent it from moving in our direction or slow it down.
Okay.
If we want to still leave it up, but
So those are all of the details. I'll let you decide what you want to do with them. And as you're investigating, you also realize, also because Remy, you have such a high passive perception, and Tobiyashi, because you've basically turned around and are starting to move away and going back to the group. As you're thinking about this, and Tobiyashi, as you're moving away, you hear Kalina's voice go, "Wow, I'd never seen one from that close. She is 30 feet away from you."
Yo.
And she's looking at that creature.
Yeah, they're pretty easy if you know how to deal with them. Not too much trouble.
How long were you watching us?
I came with you.
Guys, who didn't see this? Was she sneaking too? Come on, how high did she roll?
Well, she rolled high enough to evade almost everyone's attention.
Yeah, it was pretty easy, but I think we should start getting back to the group now. How are they on? Oh wait, no, you came with us. Never mind. We should probably be getting out of here soon.
If I'm not mistaken, Tobiyashi, I believe you have the highest passive insight of the group.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. 15 passive insight.
I believe so. And I believe 15 would be enough. Yeah. Tobiyashi, you're looking at her and there's a carelessness in the way that a candor that's nearly carelessness in the way that she says all of this. As if she's not realizing the real kind of danger she's in.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's either she's not actually in danger or she just doesn't think she is. Let's see. I'll just say, all right. Follow me back. We're gonna go now. It's really dangerous around here.
Are you sure? Right away. I mean, that's incredible. He might have something interesting as she's slowly being dragged away by you.
No. They have the rest of this. I think they could figure it out. We need to get you to a safe location.
Your guards will be worried about you. You wouldn't want to scare them.
Audience,
I guess so.
I guess check the
Is
body
it
like she
easy?
said.
And she keeps talking to you, Tobiashi. So, did you often kill those things? Have you seen them a lot? Are they all like this?
To my memory, yes, most of them are like this, but only the really smart ones that aren't, like the one who just got bitten by the wolf. If you were watching, I guess they have different degrees of sentience and are smarter than each other. But I don't know much from there. I just kill them. I just work here.
I know that some of them can actually infect others. Are you all right?
Yes, we should be fine. We didn't take much damage, other than him. And I point to Jorg, kind of singed up.
Oh, but that's all right. They can't live in machines.
And yeah, I don't know. Also, so I was meaning to ask you. Do you know about how that guard got injured?
No, actually, we met them up as we were walking back. It's only me and my 6 guards. That's the remnants of a smaller troop that we encountered. Most of them were dead when we arrived, and they were just fleeing.
Okay. Well, I honestly think we should keep an eye on him because we don't like you said, people can get infected and.
Yeah, no, I heard you. People were getting a little bit suspicious of him when I left.
Good. As it should be. All right, we should hurry up. I start dragging her towards where we left, like back to them.
I love Remy's reaction on this. All right, so Tobiashi and the noble woman leaves. She has a grace, and when she talks, there's just something about her that's nearly comforting. And you can easily relate this to, she's got a really high charisma.
Okay.
She's a noble woman, but you get the feeling that she is nearly bred for diplomatic situation. The way that she talks, the tone of her voice, how she looks at you, always looking for small clues. She's basically someone that has the equivalent of expertise, the talent for persuasion.
Okay. As we're walking and we keep going, I'm gonna ask her. So, do you think I'm jittery?
I mean, aren't all monks a little bit jittery? I mean, you walk about with no armor, no weapons.
I don't know.
You just keep moving about, dodging everything.
That is true. I am pretty good at dodging, but
you're a dodgy
I don't know.
person.
I feel like this. Wait a minute. I feel like someone called me jittery one time, and I didn't take a liking to that. But I'm not sure if it was real. I don't know. Let's just keep going.
Whew, that must have been quite a fight. Are you sure you didn't get hit? Maybe on the head?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Almost got stabbed, but I mean, I think I'll be okay.
Well, almost isn't getting stabbed, so you should be fine.
Yeah. What's everybody else doing?
Well, we can.
Fisher is trying not to speak unless spoken to.
Well, now, because she's left...
Or are you guys just standing there still?
Well, Tobiashi took the noble woman back to the camp, so right now, you are surrounded by only people you know. Although Jorg sometimes thinks you shouldn't be talking by yourself. Audience and Remy, remember you correctly?
I don't know. I was told to check the body, so I guess I'll check the body.
It's pretty unimpressive. Most of the clothes that he had got torn off when he took back his shape. you do find something that looks like maybe some sort of a small charm for casting, but you've seen things like that for casters. It's probably some sort of spell focus. For everything else, he doesn't seem to have anything that's very noticeable. He really was in his role of a city guard.
Alright. Well, I'll be like, doesn't seem to have anything. Probably should just head on back. That noblewoman. I'll turn to them. Isn't she supposed to betray us at some point? Or am I wrong about that
No.
story? No,
No,
she's not.
She does not betray us. She just, when she shows up, the protector says she disappointed them.
Oh, she's disappointing. Okay.
But
I'm
like
She failed
during-
in her duties, but she didn't
Betray us.
doesn't betray anybody.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I guess I'll stop being so suspicious of her then. Remember?
during these interactions,
Yes.
ultimately Raimi decides to put the fires out, just leaving as trying to minimize the amount of evidence of where they've been,
Okay.
and pretty sure that a raging fire, even like basically even if there was like a raging fire, I'm pretty sure that vast army could easily plow through it and maybe even have an easier time if the forest was burnt down. So
Okay. Okay. Takes a little bit of time, but you know that you probably have another 6 or 7 minutes, and with the fire hose that you have, since the fire is literally 20 seconds old, it's easy to master and to not let it go completely out of proportion. However, as you're doing this, I'd like Jorg and Remy to make a Constitution saving throw.
oh.
Are they within 10 feet of me?
Actually, it's not for a spell.
I got it's
Mid-tier
10.
Joe.
I mean, it
It's
doesn't
not-
matter if it's a spell or not, but
Okay.
Paladin doesn't specify
because
spells,
you're
but
you're thinking Oath of
It doesn't-
Ancients.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, in that case, depends on where you are. If you're next to Remy when he hoses down everything else, then Remy would get the bonus. But according to how you moved during battle, Jorg would not get +2.
Ooh.
I'm okay with that.
Remy finally getting plot armor.
Well, less plot armor. All right,
Just
so
because he's
with
next to the protagonist.
with audience's bonus, that's 19.
Okay. Jorg?
Jorg got a 10.
Okay.
He's confused too. You guys are talking like you know the noblewoman.
Well, yeah, that's a bit confusing, but like I said, she's pretty likable. It's not hard to figure. It's not hard to have the feeling that she has done diplomatic. She has had diplomatic encounters before. She's used to talking to people, so there's something reassuring about her. So it might be just that, you know. You know that audience always flirting with every single woman he sees, so makes sense for
What do
him.
you mean? She's supposed to. Maybe they're the traitors.
Maybe. All right. So it takes a little bit of time, but you manage to control the fire and completely put it out. Probably slightly, especially Remy as a rogue, probably are a bit
That would have fun. That's an issue.
annoyed by the fact that it's still creating a lot of smoke, but You have a choice between 10 minutes of smoke or 3 hours of fire. So, but it's easily controlled, and you can all go back to the camp. And we're gonna take our break right here because I really need to drink. So, it's always fun to have a little bit of rain after a fire. So let's go with the rain. All right, we'll be back in 15 minutes. So, take a moment to take something to drink, go to the bathroom. Why not follow or subscribe if you're not already? And we'll see you back in 15 minutes. Bye. Hello and welcome back. It's not raining right now, so we're gonna remove the rain. Hope you had a pleasant
Well, it's
break.
probably raining for a second with the canter, but
Well, yeah, you had to be close to Audience and Fisher if you wanted to hear the rain. But since we're going back to Tobiyashi, no rain. So, as everyone is a few minutes behind Tobiyashi and Kalina, as you're arriving back to the camp, Tobiyashi, most likely you have that element of, what? We'll leave you alone for 5 minutes and we come back to that. As you're arriving, you hear quite a commotion. There's a very volatile argument, and as you're approaching, you notice that there's a dead guard on the ground and someone holding a knife.
Let's go. Okay.
fucking damn it, Tobiyashi.
I did it without my hands, but I did it. No, I'm just kidding. I'll walk up to the crowd and be like, what happened? What the hell did you guys do?
You're faced with a seemingly slightly crazed guard with a knife in his hand and a lot of blood. Just kept saying, he was one of them! He was one of them! He was gonna turn! He was gonna turn! And everyone, you hear other people shouting, trying to hold him back. Some people saying, well, he was injured, and the other side of the argument saying, you're crazy! He just got injured running! It's a slash on his hips! You moron! You killed him! You eviscerated him! It's a large argument like this. As you're watching this, it does look apparent that someone took a knife, plunged it in the gut of the person, and tried to find the parasite growing in his guts before he died. There are no parasites on the ground.
That's good. At least we know now. Tobiyashi will look at him. He's like, did you not make sure before you killed him that he was actually infected? Like any bite marks, anything that would introduce a parasite into one's body? Did you just kill the man just because you heard rumors?
You
We were gonna have
you see a lot of guard freezing a bit when you say this. A lot of the soldiers looking at you, looking at one another, looking a bit confused and sort of realizing that they let themselves go at this frenzy. But the person still yelling that another guard is trying to pry the knife out of his hand just keeps saying, you saw it, you said it, he was acting weird, he was infected. This one is completely out of his hinges.
What I said was that he might be infected and we should keep an eye on him. We were going to have our druid come back and check him after we were done scouting the area. You didn't have to go ahead and stab this man and murder him. He could have had a family. He could have had kids. Do you even know him?
There's someone else I want to check now.
Fisher is gonna walk up, say threat detected, and essentially just pick this dude up and attempt to knock him out.
By the way, when does Tobiyashi get to make a deception check?
Hey, yo, I'm serious about this, okay?
Sure.
What you're saying sort of ring true with a lot of the guards. The more you speak, the more you see some guard getting confused, looking at this situation, then just staring down and just not wanting to. The one that has the knife is completely hysterical about this. He is. It's easy to see in his eyes. He is convinced that he didn't kill a person. He killed someone that was infected, so that once was a person. But you get a few guards who just look at you and says, "What about you? Didn't you check? I'm sure you're the one who said that he was infected, that he was acting weird. We believe what you were saying."
I never checked myself. I was just telling my friends to keep an eye on him because I heard that people could get infected by these creatures when they attack. I didn't know how he got injured. That's why I said I talked to the druid to see if you'd come over and check on him because I have no medical knowledge like the druid does. So I was just saying keep an eye on him, not to straight out murder this innocent man after he was injured for, I don't know, I guess one of you guys said he was running. But I guess you guys took it too seriously. And can somebody get a hold of this man?
Make a person.
I look over at Gio, and yeah, that's probably when that happens.
Tobiyashi, make a persuasion roll.
Oh my god, yeah, my best stat in the world.
And an accompanying deception roll because you started this fire.
Never mind. Never mind. You rolled a natural one.
I rolled a natural one. The deception doesn't even matter at this point.
Oh.
As you see this and you try to persuade someone, and for someone looking on the outside as this argument is going, slowly Jorg, audience, and Remy are probably arriving. Remy a bit wet because he had to also put out the fire that was above him, so he's still just shaking off the water, and Fisher arriving. Well, you see Kalina first as you arrive. She is rubbing right between her eyes like this, her nose. Oh, this is gonna be such a headache.
Is that all it is to you?
She turns around.
Dead.
She turns around and said, "I had no idea soldiers were this easy to influence."
Well, I used all my natural 20s in the fight, so I guess I had to roll one eventually.
Yeah.
When you're saying this, Tobiyashi, your persuasion roll, it fires back. Because some of the guards, and Jorg, because you have the second highest insight, you notice this very easily. About 3 or 4 guards suddenly feel extremely guilty about it, and they do the very normal things that people do about this. They reject the fault on someone else. and they all start bunching up on Tobiyashi. We trusted you. You said that he was infected. This is why we were suspicious of him. You said that. This is your fault. It's on you.
Help!
Uh,
I have 5 HP.
All right, I'll go back and I'll say, yeah, it's my fault. I took the knife and I killed the guy personally. I'm the one at fault
just
here.
as if you had. You said it.
yeah.
You insisted on it. You kept insisting on it all the while you were leaving. Even before, it's your fault. And there's another guard. I confirm this. It's your fault. You are the one who kept saying this. Because of your passive insight, probably just like Jorg, you recognize this reaction of, damn it, it's our fault, but we're not gonna take this. You are.
Really just...
Are we allowed to intervene at any point?
Oh yes,
Or are we
it's an
just-
argument.
Allowed.
They're screaming
Are
at
we
one
allowed
another.
to intervene.
I gave
I'm
you-
not, because they're gonna ship me off to war. Do
Okay,
something.
so maybe to like clear the way for audience a bit, Raimi is going to pull out his decanter again and just shout, "Geyser!" as basically to cool some heads off as he just blasts some water into the crowd.
Alright, so using the fire hose, that's always a good strategy. As you see a lot of people just being pushed away by this hose, and this fissure gives you the opportunity that you're looking for to easily grab the weapon off of the end of the guard that was hysterical. Just the blast of water pushes him off, a bit off guard, off balance, and you can easily just grab him and take the weapon off of his hand. As he is shocked by hopefully not too cold water.
Alright. Oz is gonna use his best, like, soldier voice that, like, his dad taught him when he was, like, doing training drills. He's basically gonna be like, everyone needs to be quiet. And then, like, kind of point out, look at where we are, look at hand. There's an army on our tail. Me and my party just went to deal with scouts without letting you guys know. We killed them, but we have to be on the move, and you guys stand here and argue.
so-
Do you want to protect this lady? I'll point to her. Do you guys want to follow your duty, or do you want to stand here and act like children and argue? We need to move. Come on, everyone get in order.
Make a persuasion roll with advantage because of something you said.
Okay. Alright. Hi. Well, that's not 20, so I can't get higher than that. Everyone roll with advantage. 22.
You immediately get silence. Even more so for you, it's obvious, and I'm just gonna say it privately to you.
Everything.
By the way, I know this is pretty much unique to me, but essentially during this whole argument section, I was just imagining that that argument in Into the Woods. But it isn't my fault. I was given those beans. You persuaded me to turn away my cow 4 beans, and without those beans, there'd have been no stock ticket up to the Giants in the first place.
As you're giving your argument, this specific moment hits extremely hard when you say this. They all look at you, and some of them even immediately stand on guard, and others just don't want to look forward. They're not looking at you, they're not looking at her. There is a sense of shame that's going through half of these troops. And some feel obligated to push it away and just, come on, we gotta finish this.
Alright. I'll turn the rest of my part. I'll be like, we'll speak on these matters later. As for now, we need to move. Come on.
Raimi is going to hide the body.
I just angrily walk off.
Bet that temp HP made it even more brutal.
Jeez.
Jork prolonged his suffering.
Nowhere.
Fisher, of course, you have one guard at one point who just arrives at you and says, "Give him back the dagger."
No teleport.
Is it the guard
I thought
who
it
I
was
took it
Fisher.
from? Or
Another
is it-
guard. Another guard is
is it-
asking you to give back the dagger that you took from the hand of the hysterical one.
Do I hear that? Am I
Butt
near
in.
enough to hear? Because Fisher's
Uh,
usually
yeah,
near
they're
me.
not trying. It's
No way to get that
it's
there.
order level talking that they're doing with Fisher. So
I go,
it's not
God.
meant to be ignored.
No way.
You're not authorized to give that command.
I'll turn back to the guard who's asking. I'll be like, "You've lost that privilege to that dagger. When I think you won't use it against one of our own and can keep a cooler head, you can get it back. For now, stay in line and keep your mouth shut."
I died. I don't doubt it.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. I just rolled a nat 20, so I expect this one to be bad.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an 8.
Law of averages.
Yeah.
He looks at you for a moment. You recognize
mad.
sort of the "who are you to give me an order" look. But then you have Kalina who says, "Let me settle this." And she goes gently toward Fisher and just says, "Hand me back the dagger. I'll take care of it."
I'll give Fisher a small nod.
I will hand her the dagger.
he's not authorized to give that order.
You have an immediate response of disapproval in the entire group when Fisher looks at audience
Not fair.
to accept this, as if there was something, a break in the command line by doing this that
Oh,
most of the people around did not agree with. You are not supposed to be above her, according to the guards.
I'm not, but he's ordered to follow my commands, so...
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying, for them, you're not supposed to be above her.
Oh, they can deal with it.
Yeah, are we gonna have to fight a bunch of guards?
No,
I mean,
they're not going to attack us. They just don't like it. We don't need them to like us. We just need them to...
my CC score is not.
You just need her to like you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And for now, she appears that she does. She takes the dagger. She wraps it up in a little cloth. Put it on her belt. Well then. Now that all of this excitement is done, how about we keep on going? I believe we've drawn enough attention.
Maybe just coming out from like one of the deeper bushes, just satisfyingly clapping his taloned hands together.
She looks at you. Such an odd creature. And she turns around and walks away. Well, she didn't call you a crow. Everyone settles down, not in the sense that they're sitting down, but the emotion settles down. Everyone takes back their I don't know why I keep adding an X when I say take. Take back their backpack, their weapons. They reform their ranks. The 6 personal guard of the noble woman flank her in every direction, and she awaits your signal to keep on moving. Even more so, she looks at you, Remy, expectantly, as you have been the scout of the expedition so far.
Raimi takes his previous position of, I think I said last session, 100 feet ahead, 150 feet ahead after the familiar met their unfortunate end.
All right. So, perception, if you want to know your the path to take. Stealth, if you do not want to end up like your familiar.
Actually, I guess I'll roll the other die too. Since I do want both of those things. Okay, so stealth is going to be a 19 and perception is going to be a 23.
Okay. Okay. You're all moving in a group, and as you're walking, let's say audience, you're joined by Kalina, who just comes to near where you are, and well, that was quite an exciting moment. Do you always have this much commotion when you go adventuring?
It comes and goes in waves depending on the situation. It's not a boring lifestyle, though. I'll say that much.
Oh, I've always envied this lifestyle, this ability to just go out and do whatever you want, wherever you want.
It has its perks.
Oh, and I'm sure it has those darker days, darker moments. I mean, we just had someone murdering someone else because someone else said something. Honestly, it feels like you're talking to a handmaiden at the castle. Just say something and then someone just says it back, and then suddenly you learn 2 days later that you're supposed to be married.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate turn of events, especially in these times. You have to be careful what we say. Fear can be the greatest killer of all. We have to stay together if we were going to make it through this war.
You remind me a little bit of Zadkan. He's a bit like you. Strong personality. Inspires others also. Well, all the time. I mean, you have your ups and downs.
Who's this, what was the name, Zabkhan? That you speak of? I haven't heard of him.
Oh, well, then you've never visited Bahanor before. He's a bit hard to miss. He's always been associated with the nobler group. The king has often asked services of him.
I was laughing.
He's like you, descendant of the dragons.
Is he?
Do you
Yes.
think I'm paying attention to y'all?
What's the color of his scales, if I may ask?
pure white.
I'm not ganking at Tom Kench. I'm gonna press.
Not like the not snowy white. Pure white.
Oh,
I can't say that I've seen a lot of those. I've seen the golden, the silvers, and I mean the color reminds me a bit of that
Tom Kench.
attack
Also,
you
she
did
is
during the
body
fight.
walk, but she's gonna go in.
Ah, yes, the Divine Smite.
Yes.
Point stands.
Okay, out of game. How do you spell his name? Sad.
Zahdkhan. Zadkhan.
Yes, we are.
I just want to appreciate for the moment that you said Zed.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Thinking
and
about
Z means Z.
Wait, track. Cool, got it.
It's my other character's name.
It's a reflex. In French, there's not two ways of saying Z. It's just Z. And I just said it in French. So
Well, don't worry, because its partner Rita is off to the side. You know, like constantly yelling about the fact that after 10,000 years she's finally free and is now ready to conquer Earth.
Okay. I remember that.
And you need to protect me as I walk up.
So yes, audience.
Yes. Okay, well, speaking of the fight, I would appreciate if in the future you didn't sneak or follow us to the conflict that we may enter. We're here to try and keep you and the other soldiers safe, and if I don't know where you are, don't know that you're following us, I am unable to perform that task or that duty. So at least if you are going to follow us, at least give us the courtesy of letting us know you are there so we don't by accidentally harm you.
She looks at you, gives you a very wide smile, and you have that moment of, yeah, she has high charisma. She gives you that wide, friendly smile and just says, I'll be sure to inform you of where I am at any time, if it helps you to protect me.
I'll give her a nod.
She makes one sort of a backward skipping step, gives you a wink, and walks away.
She really wants to be a dragon rider, if you know what I mean.
God damn it.
Oof. Okay. Moving past that one. I'll turn to one of her 6 guards that flank her and I'll be like, tough job, huh? I feel you.
You have one.
Keep going.
One of them is looking at you with the expression in his face that just screams, "You have no idea."
And I'll head back towards for the front of the party with the.
All right.
Wait, hold on, I got one more. She really wants to help the party find the Dragon Balls.
Okay, they're getting worse and worse.
We're gonna keep going before we lose whatever audience is looking at us right now. All right, so back to Remy's role. With good roles like this, you're not only very confident that you're very stealthy, but you manage to keep aware of everything that's going on all around you. You do notice some movement. Apparently, the brief fire followed by smoke had an effect, but it's one that you don't mind it having, as you, on several occasions, you manage to steer away and steer the elephant group walking behind you without a trace, because Jorg has used most of his spells. So You manage to use the fact that there is a smoke signal coming from behind the group, attracting the attention of the enemy. And so by making sure that you walk between those group, you actually have an easier time, at least for the first hour and a half, of people being focused on the fire and not the herd of elk moving through the woods.
It does relieve a lot of pressure, though, so I appreciate it.
So, first part of this goes on without any problems. As you're arriving after the first hour and a half, well, can go up to 2 hours since Jorg is not recasting his spell. Just keep on going. There's no moment where there is a break, so can just keep on going with this roll. Up to the second hour, it feels like you've managed to steer away from the roving groups, and you actually find one group who looks a little bit more worrying, as there is a group of 3 guards walking about with one of those toad creature, but it's gray in color. You manage to avoid that group. But as the second half of your travel arrives, you do find yourself in a bit of a more precarious situation, as you notice the road is pushing you closer toward the edge of the forest, and also the cliff where the plateau ends. Because of the story, you know that it's supposed to happen, because at one point she's supposed to realize that you don't have a choice. You're gonna need to cross over. But this means you're slowly running out of places where you can force the group to snake their way through the forest and avoid guards. And you find yourself having to choose between trying to go undetected near a large group of enemy, or taking your chance on a smaller group. This one is going to be harder to avoid detection. Nearly impossible. You'd have to contribute the full weight of the army following you, the small army following you, in order to subdue them. It depends on how confident you are, as well as an audience ability to command a group this large in combat, to, if you want to take that group on. Or you take your chance with the group with larger creature. You recognize actually 2 that are very similar to the one that bursted your familiar. And one of them looks pretty much like the one that just took back its shape. Judging from how much damage one took, 3 of them is going to be a harder fight. And you remember Kalina saying that the red ones can infect people. It's only been an hour and a half, 2 hours since she said that. Easily comes back to your mind.
So there's a group of 3 big ones, or a large group of little ones that'll probably take the army to fight.
If you want to make sure that they don't draw a whole lot of attention, it's sort of going to be a blitz. Throw the army in, overwhelm them, keep going, or you can try to stealth your way as best you can near the other group. The entire army would be able to take them on, but seeing as what happened before with the idea of someone being infected, engaging in a fight where you know some might get infected is going to be interesting to wrestle with later on.
Question.
Yes.
The one where the option where there is potential to sneak by. How big did you say it was again?
You see 3 of those toad-like creature. 2 of them are red, 1 of them is green. But you also see some soldiers, some zombie soldiers. Not a huge force, but still one that could make it hard to sneak past them. The other
And how close are they? And how close are they to the area that we would need to pass by?
It's at the edge of your capability to perceive this. So in the forest, you're probably like
You can launch your both meds. So
500 or 600 feet away
they're just pushing me out of the way.
from them when you start noticing these first element, and with your stealth you can approach close enough that you realize, okay, so if we keep going straight forward we could try and sneak past them, but it's gonna be a fight that has bad repercussion, and you're better than a guard in combat. So this is going to be a hard fight on the guards.
Mm-hmm.
The other group, because they're large, you can see them from far away. They're mostly just guards, but it's a sizable group, at least 20 people.
Okay. So
sneaking past them is going to be extremely difficult. They're a large group, and you're a large
My
group.
stun was funny. I don't know why I didn't hit.
And you said that one was mostly like
Guards.
air quote zombie guards,
I only
right?
flashed out, but that's
Okay. All right. Raimi, I guess using a minor illusion as reference as he's coming back with this information.
what do you want from me?
When he minor illusions the much larger group, he's going to say, how would he say this?
Oh shit. Adam, why did you KS?
You see that Remy seems to want to say something to you, but he's taking a long time to figure this out.
Shut up.
He's got to go deep in the memory banks for the sound bite he's looking for.
Okay, so it's all right. It's like you'll hear in, I guess maybe it's probably the woman. She would say, "A mouse won't enter a trap if you don't relay the right cheese." And he's going to point to his bracers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll an intelligence on that one.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I think I just got it.
Do I have enough insight for this?
Yeah, that's a 10 for me.
All I can say for audience with your 10 is, you remember that Remy had his bracers enchanted at some point?
That's a 14 for me.
I don't know if Toby and I would be able to.
I
Well,
remember what the bracers do, but that doesn't help me at all. Anything that's making it more confusing.
I've got 1 week here, I'm not stunned for so fucking long.
These are the dagger bracers, right?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no.
The thing is that I don't remember if Tobiashi was there when Remy had his bracers enchanted. So I'm not sure if he would know that these bracers actually do that. I think you were with audience when Remy got his bracers. So
Oh yeah. You're getting X-rayed.
yeah.
I guess
Right,
maybe a
so
follow-up
Raimi
phrase.
said, what did Raimi say again?
It's more or less like a mouse won't go to a trap unless you lay the right cheese. Or the right
What?
bait, I think I said, but
Yeah, no, I get that part.
I like
What?
it
but
better
he
with
might
cheese.
follow up with a phrase. But I think he might follow up with the phrase like, "A wolf will get you at the first sign." You leave. At the first sign, you leave.
Are you planning to use your bracers to make a distraction
Maybe nods.
by blowing something up?
He's gonna put up his talons like the so-so motion, but gives a nod.
Oh, I wish so much Ovenak was here right now. And instead, I'll have Jorg. Kalina is standing next to you when all of this is happening, and she just looks at you, puts an elbow on your shoulder, and says, "Does he always talk like this?"
I think so. I feel like he's always talked like this. I don't know what his bracers have to do with anything.
Do you have any cheese? You kept talking about cheese. I'm hungry right now.
Oh, I might have some somewhere. I don't think I've got any cheese. Sorry.
Raimi, is this to get around the big group or the small group?
He's going to hold up. He's going to hold up one talon.
Okay. Do you think you would be able to make a distraction that would... Is this a distraction to let the army sneak past, or a distraction to set up an ambush?
I wish you hadn't phrased the question like that. Alright. Raimi is going to hold up one talon
Okay.
and is going to say that he's going to start saying something. He's going to hold up one talon and say, like he's going to once again say like, to get a mouse into a trap, you got to lay the right bait. But then he's going to hold up a second talon and say, sometimes, Rami, you got to divide and conquer.
Okay. You want to use your bracers to split the large group and ambush whatever part of the large group falls for your distraction.
So Rami nods, but he will hold up 3 talons and point at Jorg and put up a talon up against his beak in a shush motion.
I think they're talking about you. He just pointed in your direction.
I wonder why.
This plan is contingent on Jorg being able to cast Pass Without a Trace again.
He's going to once again make that so-so motion, but nod.
Okay. If I guess that could work. I feel like if the big group is small enough that we could surprise attack them all at the same time, it might be better than to let a larger group of them know something's wrong to take out a smaller group of them before attempting to take out the rest of the group. Unless you're hoping that by taking out the scout party that they'll probably send out, we'll be able to sneak past the rest of the group.
There's only so many ways I can try to communicate this. But
Jorg,
all he's
I
going to
sent you a
say
message.
is, at this point, in a woman's voice, let's just hope for the result with the least casualties.
Fair enough. All right, audience, what do you think?
Did not see her.
To be honest, especially because of just what happened, I probably feel more comfortable attacking the large group of. I mean, as we saw, the zombies are incredibly weak and stupid. Like, they don't even know how to like take formations well. So I don't think it'd be that hard to flank them and take them out quickly. Where, let's be honest, I say looking at Fisher especially because I know he knows this. We don't know a lot about what these creatures can do.
Yeah, no, we're still talking about, Raimi's plan focuses on the zombies.
Yeah, I agree that the zombies is basically the correct way to go.
Okay, what do you think of the plan to cause a disturbance that will draw some sort of a scouting party from the rest of that group that we take out to give ourselves an even better numbers advantage, as opposed to just hitting the main camp?
I agree with it. I agree that that'd be a good strategy because again, they're not that.
Wouldn't doing that? Okay, they send out a scouting group. Yeah, we take them out, all that fun stuff. But what if they warn that other group of bigger creatures to come out looking for us also?
That's what I'm worried about.
Hey, Draken.
Yes.
Just as a personal in-lore question, like how
Raimi suddenly learned how to speak.
no
God.
Can he write
Like
in a
that.
notebook?
like how permissible it would it be to attempt to draw what he's trying to accomplish?
I'd say it depends a little bit on how. I think it would probably be possible in the sense that you've seen people prepare for poaching operations, like attacking a large group of animal to make sure that to isolate someone from the weaker ones or split the group in half. So you'd have images in your mind of people drawing out a plan to, okay, let's isolate this part of the elk herd, and you move here. You'd be able to draw up something like that.
Jorg's gonna reply, I don't think he's got feathers that soft. To the noble woman.
Right. In which case, Raimi is going to. I suppose this would be in the dirt using a stick. But he's going to like draw a circle in the dirt, and he's going to draw the symbol of the dragon
That's us.
in that circle. And then he's going to draw, a big X, like a bit further away from it, and there's going to be like some connecting like dash lines between the circle with the symbol of the dragon and the X.
Okay.
And then he's going to draw on presumably the side where the or like the approximate location where the small army is. It's like he's going to draw another circle, and he's going to make a kind of like a wolf head in that circle. And then he's going to, a little bit further away, draw a raven, a three-towned raven.
Okay.
And then Raimi is going to, it's like he's going to point to his bracers, and then he's going to go back to drawing, and then draw another circle, like a closer to Raimi, but between himself and the wolves, or like the wolf circle, and draws another circle with another wolf head in it. And then he's going to point to the symbol of the dragon, and he's going to run his talon along the dashed line that he said that leads to the X.
Okay. So probably you can all roll. You can all roll intelligence if you want help with this, because it's not necessarily easy to picture this.
12.
I mean, it sounds like he just drew out
Yeah, he
a
drew
pretty
out a battle
straightforward
map.
battle plan.
I'm just saying that the image don't necessarily reflect well your group.
That's a 14.
Because he's mapping out something that happened in the past, so maybe it's not supposed to be wolves.
That was a net 20. 23.
You look at this, and even more with Taranad's help, it feels like you're talking in unison in your mind. Says, "Oh, okay, that's obvious now. You know, I mean, why didn't you say it?"
I would never say that.
Well, Taranad did. It just didn't
That
come out.
makes sense.
Why didn't he just say it? So I am allowing you, because of Fisher's natural 20, to explain in clear words what your artistic expression actually depicted.
All right, so essentially how this works out is that that Raimi is suggesting that he create a distraction that splits the that splits the larger group, into either two sections or maybe even potentially moves the whole group. And using that diverted forces, you guys could either sneak beyond to where you actually need to be, making it a lot easier, especially as he already pointed to Jorg earlier, using Pass Without Trace, or to quickly take that out and then sneak forward, and then Raimi can regroup later because he's one person. That is essentially the plan that he has laid out in picture form.
My only
All
voice in
right.
this is Kalina. You have to give your own impression on this.
I could do that.
That is a plan.
What would doing this gain us versus just fighting the smaller group? Other than, it's dangerous to fight the smaller group, but if we get caught, it's potentially.
A soldier straight up murdered another soldier because he suspected he might be infected, even though that soldier was never attacked by one of the red creatures.
Oh,
There
so
is one of the red creatures with the small group, so if we attack
that,
them with the
I
army,
see. I was
the
thinking
army
that was
will
the big group that would be more
wipe itself
infection.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, makes sense. Never mind.
Well, if you guys need a distraction, I'm pretty good at running myself. I mean, kind of done it for a long time.
Raimi gives a huge X.
Unfortunately,
Next marks the spot. I got no.
unfortunately, only Fisher hears, well, monks are pretty good at running. In general. So, decision.
This works for me.
He talked. Off to the one. No.
Yeah, why is this robot talking freely? I don't get this. What?
He has glitches.
I already established it that I have different programming that leads me to provide tactical advice.
It's exactly what a sentient. Wait, what?
What? What did I say? Why?
If Tobiyashi was actually about to say that Raimi already has a dagger ready to knock Tobiyashi on the head.
All right. So, what are you deciding with the plan? Soldiers are getting restless. They notice that something's up. There's a plan being made. Some of them are scared.
All right, we're sacrificing you all. No, I'm trying.
Jorg and Kalina
No.
are talking about softness of pillows.
And fingernail polish. What's
No,
the best
just
way to
softness of
fingernail
pillows.
polish?
Yeah. Yeah. Does Raimi have down feathers? Also, how does he use his gauntlets to split the group?
Are
Doesn't
they
matter.
Sonic damage?
Literally doesn't matter.
Alright. I
Distraction
trust
splits group.
Remy.
Mhm.
I trust Remy.
You good
Mhm.
with this plan?
I'm good
Yes.
with this plan.
And do you understand your part in it?
Yup. Pass without a trace. And get the group sneaky.
Wait, so how close is the plateau to us? Like the edge of the side of the thing?
You're getting closer. I mean, it's probably 700 or 800 feet to the to where the forest starts thinning out.
Damn. I wanted to drop the dead body over the side of it, but
You're still thinking about
You
the
still
body.
got it.
Which body?
the body in his dimensional space.
Okay.
Oh.
He still wants to get rid of
Because
the monk.
there's two now. I guess
I want to
Raimi
leave
hit
it in
the
the
other one.
past. Yeah, I want to leave it in the past. That's what I
Yeah.
want to do. Or the
Or we
present.
just dream about it for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. All right. Well, whatever you guys are deciding to do, I'm here for anything. So, the faster we get on with this, the faster, we could see what happens.
Yep.
Right, in which case, Raimi's going to nod and start. I guess really the only best way he can communicate this is he'll turn and in the rough voice, it's like, you'll know when you hear it, and then runs off.
I remember that part. I know what's gonna happen.
He's gonna shoot the jelly out of his things. That's what he's gonna do.
That would have been cool.
The jelly distraction tactic.
All right. So,
Hey, audience. Maybe you should talk to the guards because they're getting a little bit antsy. Tell them what's going down and how to act because I'm not too good at that. They don't trust me anyways.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright. I guess I'll turn back to the guards
I want to get
and explain to them what's going on.
Cutie design is so cute.
And basically what they're gonna do. Their role in it, how we're gonna, George's gonna cast Pass Without a Trace. There's gonna be a distraction, and we're basically gonna split the large group of guards, and then we're gonna take them out.
as you expect, all of these guards responds well to
I don't want to
authority.
That one.
So you explain the plan, and the guards, you just look at them ready to act, sort of, okay. Some of them sort of look at one another saying, is this really a good plan? But you get, you easily recognize that look of a soldier just looking at, oh man, we're gonna die. Okay. Those that seems to want to say something but don't say anything are the six guards around
The
Kalina.
biggest sin. The biggest sin
When
of
you say
jungling.
this, they all look at her. And she just looks back at you and says, I think they've shown have a good grasp on tactics. I'm sure it makes sense when you know how army movement works, and so yeah, no, I think it's a good plan.
All right. I guess I'll turn back to Remy then and be like, well, guess we're waiting on you.
Oh, Raimi's already gone.
Oh,
Remy, it's
I'll be
good.
like, well, I guess
Oh, okay.
I guess we're waiting on. I guess we'll know when we know then. Do I get ready to cast Pass Without a Trace? I guess.
I'm ready.
I'll be over by this tree meditating.
Got all my components out.
I'll be ready when it happens. Don't worry.
Okay. So, Remy, choosing to go toward the larger group. All right.
I'm going to explain to all the guards that they still have to try to sneak. Pass without a trace doesn't do everything.
It helps, you know, but okay. You see a lot of the guards just go, okay, oh yeah, sure. They understand. You see them bunch up together, just like the first time that you did this, adopting a circular formation instead of a square one.
Just like, some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah, I feel like
You
I've
made
heard
that
before.
abundantly clear, Toby.
I feel like I've heard that before.
I just want to say, like, if there's any traitor in this entire group, I'm kind of thinking Tobayashi's the best one.
Toby's all over the place a little bit. Kind of hard to read.
Yeah, well, didn't you notice? I sent a whole lot of message today. I mean, might have all been to him. You never know. Maybe he doesn't know, and there's a worm inside his head telling him what to do.
I'm along for this ride. I'm just trying to survive for it, okay, guys? I don't know about you guys, but...
All right. So, Remy, you make your way as stealthily as possible to your position.
Yeah, to get to his position. Ideally, he's trying to make his way so that he's essentially on the opposite side of the direction that the army needs to move through. But you know, our army, not the
on the
zombie
opposite
army.
side of the army you're trying to ambush.
Right. Okay, yeah, so that'll be 21.
Okay.
And once he gets there, I would say about... I guess he would have to position himself in a way so that... I mean, Draken, you know exactly what I'm about to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and give the numbers of... At the very least, I need to be within 200 feet of where the army is starting, but then also still within range to get the other army's attention. That's the approximate position I'm trying to get to.
All right, so basically a 200 feet triangle.
I guess essentially.
Okay.
And Ramey's just going to.
I'm here for more.
I mean, like, I guess you could. Now we'll start it that way, just so that they could, so that the audience's group can hear it first, and then he can adjust as necessary. Ramey's just going to like pick a tree about 200 feet. Going to look at his bracer, remove the pin, and he is going to burn 2 charges as he flicks his hand forward at the tree and uses the bursting dagger feature.
Okay.
Do better.
Yeah.
It uses 2 charges automatically, so that's 200 feet away.
Yeah, no. Actually, the reason why I hesitated is because I took the screen down to look at the description of the object in my notes, and I saw the time. Maybe this could be an interesting moment to end the stream, just as Remy is about to unleash the sound. So that we do not do this for another 30 minutes and have everyone go to bed extremely late tonight.
Nah, I think we'll be fine. Who cares? I'm on the edge of my seat here. I want to see who dies.
Well, in that case, you are just confirming this is the perfect moment to end the stream because we want people to come back next week. All right, well, I know this is a bit of a cliffhanger in the way that it ends, but
And we're on the edge of a cliff.
And the power dies.
everything works. So, this is where we're going to end tonight's interesting... What's the name of the game in English? Where you gesture out when you try to get people to figure out what you're trying to say?
Charades?
Charades.
Charades.
Okay. So I guess this is where the charades end tonight. And we're going to see you back next week. On Wednesday, if you're part of those who watch the episode Wednesday. On Friday, if you're part of those who watch the rebroadcast. And apparently,
Please.
this is also a great moment
He's under
in
my
our
tower.
history.
To the roof tower.
We've had
Wait,
our
please.
first mean trollers
I have to
today.
recall your
So
second turn.
Let's go.
Whoa! Woo.
We're officially.
That's how you know we're making it.
Yeah.
Actually, you're
we're
reading me.
officially
Whoa!
I know
a
men at the
stream
back.
that mean people actually watch from time to time.
I was good enough that they watched for the whole 10 minutes.
I
Wow.
know.
We got
At
quite a
least.
lot of traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a. I looked at it after I saw it in Discord, and I was like, "What? What are they saying, bro?"
So we've been baptized. This is incredible. Sorry for those who are going to watch the rebroadcast. You're not going to see the chat log, but yeah, people were mean.
Not that bad. Oh,
So, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being part of this momentous occasion, this first in our channel. And as always, if you enjoyed the show, you can support the stream by following us on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. You can support the stream by making a donation, becoming a Patreon, subscribing to the channel, and of course, you can help us by spreading the word of the channel. It always helps. Because it makes more people watch us, and we have this. So, thank you very much. See you next week, and as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
When my stuff's on cooldown, yeah, I have no damage.